And even as the US president's threat to hit Iran very hard again risked derailing the talks in Switzerland, both sides eventually agreed on a roadmap towards reaching a final deal within a period of 60 days. After the first session of the high-level talks, the parties decided to basically form a high-level committee which will be providing oversight on the mediation process. The chief negotiators, in turn, will report regularly to this committee for ensuring the effective implementation of the MOU. This essentially laid the foundation for the immediate commencement of further technical talks. In order to avoid incidents and miscommunication, a communication line has been formed aiming for the safe passage of commercial vessels through the Strait of Hormuz. Apart from this, the US and Iran resolved to create a deconfliction cell, which will involve the two sides and Lebanon to ensure the termination of military operations in Lebanon. In a major potential revenue boost for Iran, meanwhile, the US issued a temporary 60-day license authorizing the production, delivery and sale of Iranian oil, while the IRGC has announced the closure of Hormuz over the weekend, citing Israel's continued breach of the ceasefire in Lebanon. The US claimed that Iran has committed to free and open transit in that crucial waterway. In fact, the US Vice President revealed that the talks so far had laid what he called a very good foundation for reaching a final deal on ending the war, and he claimed that Iran has agreed to permit IAEA inspectors back into the country. It's also worth noting here that Tehran suspended cooperation with the world's nuclear watchdog last year, remember, after the US-Israeli air attacks on its nuclear sites.
Iranians have agreed to invite IAEA inspectors back into their country. That is a major milestone for the American people and the first step in permanently denuclearizing or permanently ending a nuclear weapons program in Iran.
And weighing in on Trump's threat, Vance asserted that it was in response to the alleged trash talk. While acknowledging that the Iranian delegation threatened to walk out subsequently, he also claimed that it did not follow up on its threat. While Trump has regularly denied any possibility of releasing funds to Iran, Vance's position was markedly different. In a first admission of sorts, the US admitted that it could agree to unfreeze Iranian assets, which would supposedly be used by Tehran for purchasing US soy, corn, wheat. Tehran has not confirmed that claim.
If there is any frozen Iranian assets that are unfrozen, then we have approval over that process. The Qataris have approval over that process. And then the money would actually go to buy American soy, American corn, and American wheat for the benefit of the Iranian people.
And why does all of this matter? The discussion of releasing its frozen assets, remember, is one of Iran's preconditions to commence the negotiations for a final agreement. And that's why this is extremely crucial.
Issuing the necessary permits for the export of Iran's oil and petrochemical derivatives and the discussion of releasing Iran's frozen assets are two important issues. These two must happen so that we can enter into negotiations for a final agreement according to Article 13 of the Memorandum of Understanding.
But the two sides still remain at loggerheads over key issues. For example, while the Iranian foreign minister claimed that a major reconstruction and development plan has been launched for the country, the joint statement issued by Qatar and Pakistan made no mention of that. Also, when it comes to the management of Hormuz, that of course remains that major point of contention. The Masoud Pezeshkian-led government is also yet to confirm access to the IAEA or how it plans to deal with the enriched uranium. Besides this, Israel's repeated violation of the Lebanon ceasefire remains a sticking point, of course. Iran's red line remains clear, with Arakchi dubbing the creation of the deconfliction cell the first real test of America's commitment. But with the technical talks expected to continue in the next few days and weeks, hopes are rising for better cooperation between Iran and America as of now. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.